If you played even just one game this season, you probably already know how broken the swarm strike is.
Holy smokes!
But a lot of players didn't realize that after you fire the missiles, you can actually guide them midair using the laser.
Oh my... Only the king remains.
But that's nothing. Here's 50 of the most insane hidden secrets in Fortnite. If you played much this season, just like Cypher PK, you might have already discovered this.
The double.
A brand new exotic that comes as a pair.
Wait, there's two of them.
And lets you double pump. But did you know that there's a secret way to double pump without the exotic? While the new Wrecker revolver might seem confusing at first,
Is this a... I don't understand.
although it looks like a pistol, it actually shoots like a shotgun. And Ninja found that it's not exactly weak. But this is where things get real crazy. Pro Player Muzz discovered that you can double pump with it and normal shotguns with absolutely no delay.
Yo, oh my.
But this is where it gets straight up ridiculous. Ninja found an exotic version that somehow takes it to a whole nother level.
With increased headshot damage and a faster hipfire rate. Oh my god!
Typical Gamer found it too, and put it to the test against the mythic version. And yeah, it shoots way faster.
It's like twice as fast.
So if you find the exotic, it's so overpowered, enemies don't stand a chance. And it's pretty much a secret way to get free wins. If you want to get it, it spawns in one of these secret bunkers on the map that get revealed when you level up to A rank. Speaking of melting enemies, did you know Fortnite is actually tracking the total amount of bugs players have eliminated? The count is already over 100 million, and Fortnite seems to be hinting at 1 billion being some kind of target. So you can bet something insane is going to happen when we reach it. While you're blasting these bugs, if you're using the new Lead Spitter 3000 minigun and using a PS5 controller, you might notice a crazy new feature that Fortnite didn't tell anyone about. When you fire it, there's a new adaptive trigger feedback, and it actually pushes back against your fingers, and it feels like you're really using the weapon. We've never seen anything like this before in Fortnite, and you've got to wonder where Fortnite could take this in the future. Talking of new features, Laserbeam found some crazy leaks recently.
Here's some big news. Proximity chat is coming to Battle Royale.
Players have been begging for this for years, and he was hyped.
I cannot wait to bully children.
This should be coming any day now, so drop a sub, and as soon as it comes out, I'll make a video about it so you don't miss it. Remember the Frog family? From getting married, going on family vacations, and even joining the Rebel Alliance, they've been with us for years. But this season, they've set up a full-on OXR military intelligence base. It's looking like the whole island is stepping up for the fight against the bugs. But the weirdness doesn't stop there. Remember the bird gas station we first saw at the start of Chapter 6? That goofy bird statue everyone loved? Well, apparently the bugs love it too, because they literally stole it and even built an entire base around it? What's wrong with them? And it gets even stranger. There's now a giant monolith on the map, and nobody knows why. While some players think it could be an evil Mariah Carey, and others are praying it means Typical Gamer is finally getting an icon skin, the most likely theory seems it's connected to David Guetta's Monolith Tour, and is looking like a secret clue that he might be the next Fortnite Festival artist. If you thought the live action trailer was sick, but wondered how they did some of the insane stunts and tricks, then check this out. This behind the scenes footage reveals they used hidden wires and secret trampolines in combination with their crazy skills to pull it off. If rare emotes are your thing, this next hidden secret will blow your mind. Leakers have discovered that Tidy has been secretly updated, ready to make its return. It was last seen in the item shop over 7 years ago. So keep your eye out if you want a chance to get this insanely rare emote. Speaking of years ago, in Chapter 2, Season 7, Nick A30 had found a glitch with the UFOs that you won't believe.
Easy, breezy, beautiful.
If you put an item on top of a UFO without breaking it, it would stay stuck in the sky forever. Nick flew the squad up there and it was looking good. But there was one problem.
How are you gonna jump out? How are you gonna jump out?
I got it. He's a pro. Wait.
I got it, he said.
I made it!
That was insane. And luckily, it meant that Nick had one more chance.
Gosh, please. Okay, nice. Yeah. Okay, we gotta get a kill now, guys.
And Elam would be icing on the cake. So they started taking shots.
Nice, I got it!
And it turned out railguns on this glitch sky base was super OP. And they started picking up a ton of Elam.
2, 1. Got him, knocked him!
But eventually, Storm moved. And if they couldn't think of a way down, it would be all over. Luckily, Nick had an idea.
We can all jump for that ship right there and we can make it.
It seemed crazy, but having made a similar jump just moments ago, Nick was feeling full of confidence.
I'll get you guys, I promise. I'll come back. I'm dead.
Players are always looking for ways to get easy wins, but this one takes the cake. In Chapter 2, Season 5, at the center of the map, there was the 0 point. Fortnite said it would heal you up to 100 health, but it would actually heal you up to 100 every time you went in it. And this gave the X2 twins an epic idea that nobody saw coming. They built a giant sky base all the way up to the 0 point so they could keep going through it and heal out the storm forever.
So pretty much, you rinse and repeat until you've won the game.
It was basically a cheat code for free wins.
Literally winning the game by running in a straight line.
In Chapter 5, Season 3, McCreamy had gotten wind about the craziest glitch, and he couldn't wait to try it out.
Got a bottle already?
Nice, I got one as well.
Luckily, it didn't take him long to find what he needed. So McCreamy built up, and now it's time to put this glitch to the test.
Okay, now let's just hope that this works.
This was it, the moment of truth.
Oh, I'm pretty big! I'm pretty big!
It worked perfectly. This was insane.
I am a literal giant right now.
And it turned out, it was not only hilarious, it was actually super overpowered.
It's Peter!
Oh, I'm stuck with you.
Oh my god!
He glitched everyone around him, and nobody could see anything through his giant body, so nobody stood a chance.
That is crazy. We did it!
In Chapter 3, Spider-Man mythic web shooters were added to the game, and Nick 830 was hyped.
No way! Oh, wait, you do spins too? Wait!
And somehow, they were even better than anyone could have ever hoped for.
No, bro, this is better than the actual Spider-Man game. This is better than you get way more momentum.
Fortnite knocked it out of the park. So of course, everyone wanted them, and people's minds immediately turned to one POI in particular.
So we're gonna go ahead and dive in at the Daily Bugle over here. There should be at least one of them here.
TG was right, there was tons of spawns here, so it took no time to find one.
Oh, right there. Look at this. Let's search this. Oh, Spider-Man's web shooters. Let's go.
But seeing as everyone wanted them, the Daily Bugle was absolute carnage, and it was tricky making it out alive with the mythic.
No!
Luckily, Fortnite had thought about this, and they added secret spawns around the map, like this one fresh found under a bridge.
Give me this mythic.
So it wasn't just sweats getting to use them, there was enough for everyone hidden around the map. In Chapter 4, Fortnite released a Shockwave Hammer, and Wildcat, Courage, Cypher PK, and Scissors found an absolutely bonkers glitch with it.
What are we doing, dude? This is ridiculous.
If you took it in turns, hitting each end of the car, you could fly around forever.
We'll get height first, and then we'll worry about...
Yeah.
It was insane, and it wasn't long before they were up in the clouds.
How high up are we?
We are
almost
650 meters.
There's no way, bro.
It was pretty hard to control, so they were doing a great job. But eventually, the last team spotted them.
They're shooting us. They're shooting up at us.
And this is where panic started setting in, and things started getting absolutely crazy.
Hit us now, hit us now, hit us now. Scissors, scissors, hit,
Scissors hit. Stay. It's gonna slam.
Oh my god.
Go.
Somehow, they had made it down alive, but could they clutch up for the win?
No, there's one there. Yeah!
They were giving it everything they had and dominating the opposition. But there was a problem none of them could have imagined. The last player was nowhere to be seen.
He probably just has 2 med miss or something.
Like in the sky?
Unbelievably, they couldn't find them anywhere. So the last player picked up the win, and you wouldn't believe it where they were.
Are you kidding me? Dude, he sees us in the truck. How did we never hear this guy?
They were doing the Soaring sprints dub glitch the whole time. On the first day of Fortnite Remix, Nick A30 and Sancho West had an idea for an epic meme with remote explosives.
You just throw it under. I'm gonna keep on jumping.
But while setting it up, Nick accidentally discovered something utterly insane.
Oh my god, I can double jump. I'm like double jumping. Whoa, I just triple jumped. Wait.
Nick found a glitch to bounce super high in the air, and he couldn't believe how easy it is to do.
I'm just spamming my jump. Oh my gosh.
Dude,
what?
we are really high up here, brother.
They kept getting higher and higher, and this made Sancho start to wonder something.
How far can we
I'm
go,
just doing
Nick?
this on my spacebar. I'm gonna keep trying.
Let's see how high we go.
Oh my gosh.
They wanted to test the limits, but they could have never have guessed what was about to happen.
Oh no, we're tilting now. We're shifting over. Oh crap.
Oh.
But if you thought that was crazy, check this out.
Whoa!
Zebby had been launched into orbit and was completely mind blown at how this was happening.
What did this guy just do? What?
What goes up must come down, but they're about to go up again, and you won't believe what happens when they do.
Wait, can you do it again?
They had rocketed up into the sky once more, but this time it was way crazier.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He went back to last season.
They were nowhere to be seen, and after a while, it looked like they might never come down.
What? He's actually gone. Bro, he is gone.
Zemi waited and waited, but they had vanished into thin air and they were never seen again. Now onto the machine pistol. The first time people saw it, Fortnite had actually added it by accident into solid gold, but it wasn't even gold rarity. It was gray. This was strange, but even at the lowest rarity in the game, it still shredded.
That pistol action.
Yo, we shredded him.
Players couldn't wait to try it, but Fortnite didn't tell anyone it was only going to be in the game for an hour. So sadly, a lot of people missed out.
Epic already probably knows about it, and they're fixing it right now as we speak. So it's like any game now, I'm gonna play and it's gonna be gone.
Fortunately, it did eventually come back, but this time it was available all the way up to gold. It was absolutely wild.
But it shreds at close range. Holy shoot.
With some of the highest DPS of all time.
It has a lot of damage, dude.
But unfortunately, Fortnite quickly realized it was too overpowered, and they nerfed it into the ground. So a lot of people never got to experience firsthand just how insane it actually was. Back in OG Fortnite, Tfue found a secret way to shoot enemies without them being able to hit him at all. It was insanely broken, and he used it at every opportunity, until eventually Fortnite patched it. They said it was fixed for good, but when Chapter 2 launched, it was running on a whole new engine, and with that saw the return of the super OP exploit back into the game. Gold is a valuable in-game currency that you can use for all kinds of stuff, from buying big bots to hiring NPCs. But did you know Fortnite secretly made it way easier? It looks as if the only items you can get from betting machines are displayed for sale, but that's a total lie. If you throw an EMP at one, it'll spit out a pile of gold, and you can do it over and over and over. In Chapter 5 Season 3, someone even found out an insane trick with it. You could take it to the next level. Since the battle bus has a built-in EMP, you can park it next to a vending machine, spam it infinitely, and get max gold in no time. In Season 7, the Cheer Up emote hit the item shop, but did you know that it has a hidden secret? The bushes may look green in the item shop, but they actually change color to match the biome that you're in. They can be green, brown, or even snow covered, depending on where you are on the map. Wanting unobtainable cosmetics is nothing new, but it's not a problem for everyone. And in Chapter 2 Season 1, this player couldn't believe what they had found. The item shop had glitched, and they could buy old starter packs. It turned out to access them, all you had to do was change the date on your PC. That's crazy. In December 2018, PlayStation released an exclusive pack containing the Prodigy skin and the Tabulator backbling. 5 years later, people on the other platforms would finally have the opportunity to buy the backbling as part of a locker bundle. Or so they thought. Even though Fortnite showed it in the item shop, it wasn't actually part of the bundle at all. When the legendary pump shotgun dropped all the way back in Chapter 1, it had 110693 on the side. And players quickly realized it was the release date of Jurassic Park. A nice tip of the hat given to the resemblance of the shotgun to the one in the film. You might have also spotted that just before the number is Smart Young Lady, a reference to the classic line from the film, Clever Girl. But that's not the only time Fortnite's referenced it. If you wore a dinosaur skin like Rex or Triceratops in Stealthy Stronghold and you got an elimination, you get a secret legacy called Clever Girl 2. OG Fortnite was so fun the first time it was released. Players were gutted when it ended, and they feared it would never return. But did you know, Fortnite actually teased the release of the permanent mode all the way back in the very first trailer? The Tilted Towers clock was stuck at 6 o'clock, which is technically 6 and 12, the date of OG Fortnite's return. The 6th of December. So there was no need to worry after all. Did you know that in Season 9, someone found a crazy glitch to get a secret weapon that Fortnite never even told anyone existed? The Storm Scout Sniper was a new sniper with some crazy unique features.
A mini map on it? What the heck?
But there was a problem. The glitch only worked in creative, and there was no storm. It didn't work properly at all.
I'm still not too sure what the arrow means. See the arrow on the top? Maybe it's glitched.
It wasn't until later on in the season, when it finally released for real, that people got to try it out, and it was insane, revealing future storm circles and doing tons of damage. The lowriders were awesome.
Wait, that's insane!
But a lot of players were loving this small detail in particular. If you turned on the radio, it started to dance along with the music with its hydraulics. In Chapter 4, Macremia discovered an insane glitch, and you won't believe what it does.
We need an exotic icy grappler and blowberries.
It didn't take him long to find them, and when he used them both together, this is what happened. It let him fly around the map at insane speeds and never take any fall damage. You could actually go so fast it would crash the entire server. And very soon after this video, Fortnite released a hotfix banning it. And seeing as it was so overpowered, it probably wouldn't come to much of a surprise that McCreamy had easily picked up the W. After the absolute insanity of the Infinity Blade, Fortnite admitted they had messed up, making it so overpowered, and they would be more careful in the future. But unfortunately, when Season X rolled around, it looked like they had changed their minds with the release of the mech. They were possibly even more overpowered than the Infinity Blade, and some players even found a glitch to make them totally invisible.
What? It's invisible! The mecha is invisible for me!
As if they weren't already overpowered enough! In Season 4, the awesome new superhero-themed Battle Pass dropped, and one of the skins had an insane hidden secret. If you're wearing the Zoe skin, as long as you didn't get too close to other players, you would become completely invisible, and they wouldn't be able to see you at all. This was so broken that Fortnite had to actually disable the skin entirely while they fixed the issue. Do you remember Starry Suburbs? In Season X, Fortnite added this new POI for just 2 short weeks, and it had the crazy secret not many people know about. Stars dropped here from the sky, containing some absolutely insane loot. But there was one thing in particular that Lachlan was on a mission to find. He was looking for something that had never been seen before. It was insanely rare and easily the most overpowered item of its type in the history of Fortnite. After opening tons of stars, Lachlan still hadn't found it, which makes what Replays did next here even more unbelievable.
Oh, I got a gold tack SMG.
He got it on the very first star that he opened, so he took it as a challenge to win with just the gold tack SMG alone. But that was no problem. The gold tack SMG was by far the most broken weapon of all time. With a ridiculous fire rate and 42 damage headshots, it was absolutely stupid. But because Fortnite put it into the game secretly, and the only way you could get it was from the stars in Starry Suburbs for 2 weeks in Chapter 1, a lot of people didn't even know that this gun ever existed. There's a version that's in creative modes now, but it is severely nerfed, and a mere shadow of its former glory. Needless to say, seeing as it was so goated, Replays picked up the W no sweat.
I only found one gun the whole game.
Back in Chapter 2, Cypher PK was playing random squads, or so he thought.
Hey guys, what are we in the same game?
Do you understand Spanish?
Somehow, there was an extra player on his team. Cypher had queued up to troll random squads with an insane glitch, so this took him by surprise, but he knew what had to be done.
Anyone have shockwave? I want to show you a cool trick.
And fortunately, it didn't take long for him to find some.
Get in the car.
What is your name?
My name is Cypher.
But getting his squad to cooperate was going to be easier said than done.
Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Stay in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. In the car. I want to show you a trick. You need to be in el carro.
It wasn't easy, but eventually they got the message. And finally it was time to show off the crazy glitch. It was pretty simple to do, but very effective. And they couldn't believe it.
What?
I know, right?
It had sent them flying, but Cypher wasn't satisfied yet. And he thought maybe he could do even better.
We can do it again. We can do it again.
So he lined it up and then let it rip.
We are the champions.
But that's not the only time a glitch has sent someone flying. Next up, we have Nick Murph.
Knock, knock, knock.
He was playing a tournament with Nick A30 and Clicks, but he could have never have imagined what was about to happen. He was slaying out, picking up a ton of elims, until he got snuck up on and was devastated. But little did he know, it had actually got him a front row seat to one of the most insane things to ever happen in Fortnite history.
Play left.
There's one to your left, only one.
Wait, what?
You can do this, Clicks.
Just happened.
Just relax. Everything's okay, guys? Everything's...
Clicks' shockwave had glitched him and sent him pretty much into orbit. And when Nick A30 started spectating, he couldn't believe it.
Wait, how did you do that?
We love Fortnite.
Clicks had an idea on how he could save himself from the fall damage.
No way! No way!
But unfortunately, the shockwave just didn't go off in time. Winning in Fortnite is never easy, but did you know that there was actually a way to get wins completely free? All you had to do was hire an NPC, quickly dismiss them before you died, and then spectate until the end of the game. It was as easy as that. It wasn't long until Fortnite patched it, but a few chapters later, there was another even more insane glitch to get free wins again. Someone found a secret way to unlock the car before getting the medallion, and once you got it, the car was completely invincible. As long as you didn't get out of the car, you were basically guaranteed the victory royale. When the Mandalorian set dropped, complete with animated Grogu backbling, Star Wars fans were hyped and amazed at the attention to detail and how accurate they were. But there was one hidden detail that a lot of people didn't notice. Sometimes the Grogu can be seen eating bright blue macaroons, just like on the show. With the release of Rocket Racing came new cosmetics, and some of them were really expensive. The few starter pack quests contained a bunch of cool stuff, and Fortnite said it would cost $9.99. That was unless you were in Hungary, where Fortnite secretly changed the price to only 25 cents? In Chapter 3 Season 1, if you wore one of the Slurp Legend skins and then used a Shadow Bomb, when the effect wore off, you became a floating head. And it stayed like this for the rest of the game. But somehow, the Neymar Jr. skin took this to a whole new level. On release, if you wore the skin and used the built-in shh emote, you could go almost completely invisible. I guess Fortnite meant to give that power to the John Cena skin instead.
He can't see me.
With the launch of Chapter 5 came a brand new map, nicknamed Helios. But while most of it was discovered pretty quickly, there are some areas even players today don't know about. Like this secret cave at the far east side of the map. It took a while to make your way inside, but it was totally worth it. There was a ton of chests and even coral buddies. There was even a porta potty that led back up to the top, and for good reason. On the rare occasion porta potties were disabled, this place could become a total death trap as Storm closed. Next up, we have Tfue. Back in Chapter 3, he was frying with the AUG, cooking up a 20 bomb, until he found this.
What the f? Crash pads?
Crash pads had been in the game before, but now so were cars, and this gave Tfue an idea. He stacked a few up, hopped in the Lambo, and this is what happened. He'd gone absolutely flying across the entire map.
I'm at logjam.
This was insane, but it made him wonder, what would happen if he used more? Way more.
Oh my god. Bro.
And they had a plan to go somewhere few people in Fortnite history have ever gone before.
That's gotta be like 20, dude.
Tfue hopped in the car, and it was finally time to put their crazy plan into action.
Oh, okay. That definitely sends us there.
They were headed all the way back to Spawn Island.
Going over to Spawn Island, yo.
And even though things were getting a little bit out of control, it seemed like their plan was working. And they might actually make it.
Yo, we did it! We did it! Yo!
This was crazy, but they had one more idea. It would be super difficult, but if they could pull it off, it would be absolutely legendary.
He's behind this tree right here.
The plan was to get the last player to hop in the car and send them flying into Storm, but it would be easier said than done.
Here, come to me. Try to bring him to me. I'm gonna set it up here, okay?
But eventually, they got in the car.
He's in, he's in, he's in.
Then he stacked the crash pads, and they were away.
Yes, 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 yes! No way!
It worked perfectly, and they got sent miles into Storm.
Yes! He went so far!
Next up, some of you Chapter 2 OGs might remember this glitch with the boats. It was pretty easy to do, but unfortunately for Myth, this hacker found a way to take it to the next level.
What the f is that? What? Oh my god!
They had an insane hack to get infinite missiles with no cooldown, so they could shoot them as much as they want. It was like a mech on steroids, and they were completely destroying everyone. So all Myth could do was sit back and watch. And he had some ideas on who this might be.
Thomas, no! Oh my god, what is happening?
With the release of Chapter 2 Season 5, Fortnite announced a new feature, sand tunneling, but they didn't tell anyone about how glitchy it would be, and players quickly found a new way to use it to go completely invisible. Although it could be used for some really funny trolls.
Wait, where'd it go?
That was spooky, wasn't it?
Yo, the gun's back! Oh my god, look at that!
It also totally broke the game, letting you get free wins.
Yeah!
So Fortnite disabled the feature entirely. Eventually, Fortnite announced that it was fixed and re-released back into the game, only for players to quickly find out it was actually still broken. Mistakes can be easily made, and next up we have a big one. And the 4.2 Fortnite update added in the Storm Tracker, allowing lucky players to see the next 2 storm circles. Needless to say, this was pretty OP, and it was replaced by the jetpack in under 30 minutes.
No, wait. Oh, I had the storm tracker. That isn't in the patch notes.
So sadly, only a lucky few players got to try the the item out, and most people missed out entirely. But Fortnite didn't mention the ability would actually come back in the form of forecast towers several years later. If you played near the end of chapter 2, you probably remember the Cube Queen, but you might have missed this tiny detail. If you look really closely, instead of circles, her pupils are actually cube-shaped. Stringles is an awesome cartoon-style pickaxe, but it has a cool detail where it starts off looking happy, but the more you farm with it, the more it gets beat up. At the end of chapter 2, the island got turned upside down, and we saw a whole new side of it, bringing chapter 3 flipped. But not many people noticed that while most of the lobby tracks start with press play, for chapter 3 island theme, it actually says flip the record, just like the island. You might be familiar with Midas, an awesome skin with a special effect, where everything you pick up turns to gold. That is, unless you're playing the Bodyguard LTM, where no matter what skin you use, Fortnite automatically makes them wear gloves. So, because Midas doesn't actually touch anything, he can't turn any weapons to gold. The effect works with Midas's daughter too, Marigold, but it's not just the items they turn gold. If you've ever tried to gas up a car as either of them, you might have noticed it actually works in the gas pumps too. Guardians of the Galaxy fans were stoked when they saw Rocket in the Chapter 2 Season 4 Battle Pass, but they had no idea just how awesome and insanely detailed he would be. He holds his breath when you go underwater, gets bored when you're emoting, and even shakes his head in disappointment if you get eliminated to fall damage. You might not have noticed, but when you fire a flare gun in Fortnite, the flare actually says fire at 45 degrees on it, just like in real life. If you saw this short posted by Fortnite in 2019, you probably didn't notice that there was actually a number on the box containing the flare gun, and it turned out that 1106 was actually code for the 11th of June, the eventual release of Chapter 2 Season 3. In Chapter 3 Season 1, tents came to Fortnite and they had an amazing feature. You could hop inside of them at any time to heal up. But when Fortnite made it clear that this overpowered feature was bounced out by the fact that they're breakable, they didn't mention that if your tent did start breaking a storm, you could pack it up, place it back down, and it would be good as new. This meant that players could out-heal the storm forever and get free wins. It was completely busted. In Season X, Fortnite added a game-changing new location.
They added Tilted Town, a place you're not supposed to be able to build.
This had never happened before, but it didn't take laser beam long to find a crazy glitch at the new POI.
Alright, I'm not gonna show you how to do it, but just want to let you know I'm currently in Tilted Town, an area where you're not supposed to build, and as you can see, I can build in Tilted Town. Time to crank some Doritos, boys.
This was absolutely insane, and laser beam felt like a god.
No artificial barrier can stop me.
Nobody else in the area could build at all, so it wasn't long before somebody came over to investigate.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
It's safe to say this player was absolutely mind blown at what they were witnessing.
He just left the game. He just left the game. And he gave me more mats. Crank more Doritos.
And it wasn't long before Laserbeam was crowned the king of Tilted Town.
They know they don't stand a chance.
In Chapter 2, Season 7, Fortnite introduced alien parasites. They protected you from damage and made it so you could jump super high. But they actually had a hidden secret not everybody knows about. If you had one on your head and you were in voice chat, it would affect your voice to make you sound just like an alien to your teammates. Next up, we have Cypher PK.
I got the stone fit right here.
Cypher's plan was to pretend to be a Greek statue and catch someone off guard. So he got in his position, and it didn't take long for his first unsuspecting victim to come along.
Little broski, you know I gotta get it.
Fortnite banned skins for being too camouflaged, so it wouldn't be surprising if this skin got banned too. At this Greek god themed POI, it worked perfectly, so Cypher decided to try it one more time.
That's him. That's a sweat skin too.
And I don't think it'll come to much of a surprise that it worked perfectly again. In Season 9, Symphony discovered an insane glitch and couldn't wait to show Dakotas. If you wore the Waypoint skin, you could go completely invisible. Well, except for your head.
What? Your back blinks like all the way in the floor.
It was hilarious. And while it didn't work out for Symphony,
I'm dead.
Dakotas had much better luck, even managing to pickaxe the last player for the win. Did you know in Chapter 2, Season 2, there was a totally insane glitch that let you get free wins? At the start of the season, Fortnite added decoy grenades that created bot versions of yourself to confuse enemies. But here's the crazy part. If you threw one just before you got eliminated, it would actually confuse the game too. All you had to do was spectate until the end of the match and you'd be crowned with the epic victory royale. You didn't even need to get eliminated by another player, so it wasn't wasn't long before players were building up, eliminating themselves to fall, and farming win after win. Winning in Fortnite is super tough.
How to get good at Fortnite, because I am a bot. Every now and then, you have to be strong enough to say, I need help.
But in Chapter 2, Fortnite secretly changed that with the introduction of Slurpee Swamp. All you had to do was build a wall in this specific spot on the map, and you could glitch out the game into healing you at an insane rate, basically making you invincible and guaranteeing the win. In Chapter 5 Season 4, Fortnite had added a ton of mobility items, and Typical Gamer made an astonishing discovery with them.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the jetpack to go up.
He found that if you combine Shuri's Black Panther claws with the jetpack and Iron Man's flight kit, you can fly up unbelievably high.
Oh my goodness! What the flip?
But believe it or not, TG's only just getting started, and he had a crazy idea of what to do next.
I'm gonna hit somebody with the longest thunder pump of all time. That's what's gonna happen.
He had to wait until it was the last player, so he just kept on climbing. Until eventually it was a 1v1, and it was finally time to try and hit the thunder pump from space.
Okay, I think I'm high enough. I think I gotta drop down. I'm going for it. All systems are go. I'm dropping the ultimate thunder pump. I don't know if I'm actually gonna reach the ground in time.
If TG couldn't land before storm closes, it would be all for nothing. But luckily, he started picking up speed, and it was looking like it might actually be possible.
I'm coming, Bob! Hello!
Somehow, as TG was falling, the last player must have heard him. He managed to get the thunder pump off, but it didn't eliminate them, and they weren't going down without a fight. But with some determination, eventually TG picked up the W.
Let's go! We did it!
In Chapter 3, Season 3, Fortnite released an awesome new pickaxe called the Dragon Rune Lance as part of the Battle Pass. But this pickaxe had a hidden secret that pros figured out in no time.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
If you had the pickaxe out, nobody could hear your footsteps at all. They didn't even show up on visual audio. You could walk right up behind someone, take them by surprise, and there was nothing they could do.
Dude is so broken.
Did you know in Chapter 1, pump shotguns had a hidden secret? The pump is meant to be used up close at short range. But in the very early days of Fortnite, it could actually do crazy damage at far distances. And people started calling it the sniper pump. It was so busted. Farming mats is never easy, and finding metal can be especially hard. So you can imagine how happy players were when they found this secret way to get infinite metal. You could keep farming the gas pump all game, and it would never break. Having your whole squad maxed out was a huge advantage. So it won't come to as much of a surprise that it wasn't long before Fortnite sneakily changed it so the glitch didn't work anymore. But years later, someone actually found a way to do it again. If you parked your car on the repair pad, you could farm it indefinitely while the pad repaired the car. That is 200 IQ. In Chapter 3, a massive statue of the Foundation could be found at the Sanctuary, but it had a hidden secret that nobody could believe. If you took a tire and threw it at a specific spot on the statue, something crazy happened. And depending on where you threw it, sometimes the statue would even get launched across the entire map. But this player found that if you climbed on top of the statue and then threw a tire on it, it would send you into orbit. This was super broken, so Fortnite secretly removed this glitch in the next update. Compared to the OG days, the Chapter 5 map was pretty big, so players were always looking for new ways to get around. And when the Cybertruck was released, Fortnite added a hidden secret that you wouldn't believe. If you stood on a particular spot on the roof, used Fizz, and then hit the nitro ring, you could go warp speed. In the early days of Fortnite, something so powerful was released onto the island, it would change the game forever. That is, if it was in the game for more than a few minutes. The Zapatron wasn't meant to be added. When Fortnite spotted their mistake, it was quickly removed. But it was insanely powerful. So when UFN launched and people found out a way to get it, players were hyped and couldn't wait to test out its capabilities. But it turned out even the Zapatron is no match for Klombo. From a distance, the stuffy sack backbling appears to have a cool little plushy peely, Guff, and Cuddle Team Leader on it. But take a closer look, and they all have crossed out eyes? This usually only means one thing, and it is not good. So it raises some questions over what exactly is this backbling made from. Some of you OGs might remember the semi-auto sniper rifle. It was decent back in the day, but when it was brought back in Fortnite OG, Fortnite had secretly changed it, and it was super overpowered. At only blue rarity, it did 101 damage to the body and 250 to the head, enough to make it one-shot headshot even in zero builds. If someone headshotted you with it, there was nothing you could do. It felt like a total ripoff when this thing eliminated you. They didn't say why, but thankfully Fortnite removed it from the game pretty fast. If you play build mode, you might be familiar with the fact that you can't see through edits. But that actually wasn't always the case, and back in the early days of Chapter 1, Avery had cooked up a 200 IQ strat.
You're actually allowed to see through these walls clear as day.
He realized that you could hide completely behind cover, where enemies couldn't see you at all, even inside a fully built 1x1. And he used this trick to have 100% invisibility, giving you an insane advantage. It didn't take long for Fortnite to realize this was pretty busted, and secretly change it to how it is today. Do you remember when Allier said this?
There's a Diplodocus!
It was hilarious and turned into a huge meme.
Full on embraced his meme.
So huge, in fact, that even after all these years later, Fortnite changed the reload map during Remix to include some more Diplodoncuses in its honor. In Chapter 5, Season 1, Fortnite added something to the item shop that seemed kinda out of place. If you scrolled all the way down, past the skins to the jam track section, and amongst the songs, there was actually the Heartbreaker skin. Fortnite made no comment on the situation, but it turned out there was actually also a jam track called Heartbreaker. So if you accidentally bought it, you got tricked into buying a skin you didn't even want. Fortnite loves to add movie references to the game, and in Chapter 2, Season 2, they spotted the perfect opportunity. If you did the T-pose emote at the tip of the yacht, you get the I'm flying legacy, as reference to the famous scene in the Titanic. In the Remix Battle Pass, we got an awesome skin called Undercover Skye that looks like a combination of Skye and Gup. But did you know that the epic beta Fluke is literally both of their pickaxes strapped together? Fans of the Big Hero 6 movie were super excited to see Baymax in Chapter 6 Season 1 Battle Pass.
Big Hero 6 is one of my favorite movies.
But a lot of people miss this awesome detail on Baymax's loading screen. It's actually inspired by a scene in the movie. In Chapter 2 Season 4, Marvel took over the Fortnite island, with Pleasant Park becoming Doom's domain. Years later, we finally got a Marvel-themed season again, and Fortnite came up with an amazing name for the bakery, Doom's Domain. Launchpads. Usually, if you were in a tight spot, these could really come in clutch. That is, unless you're playing Chapter 3, Season 3. Players were wondering why, all of a sudden, every time they hit a launch pad, they were getting absolutely fried out of the air. Turns out, there was a bug where anytime you placed a pad, its location would instantly ping to every player in the entire lobby. Meaning, instead of getting a sneaky, low-key rotate, you'd get absolutely lasered by everyone in the game. Street Fighter fans were hyped when in Chapter 2 Season 5, skins from the game hit the item shop, but the Flash Cake emote had a hidden detail a lot of players missed. When used with a Guile skin, he actually takes the comb out of his back pocket when you do the emote. In Chapter 2 Season 6, players spotted an awesome new progressive skin in the Battle Pass, Agent Jones. He had a bunch of edit styles for different moments in time.
Oh, they're from each of the bounty hunters. That is so cool.
But not many people spotted this tiny detail. In the Jump 23 style, Jonesy has a classic armband, but in the next style, he's removed it, and you can actually see the mark where the armband was. Gotta love that attention to detail. In the Marvel universe, only those who are deemed worthy can wield Thor's hammer, so it's a nice little detail that in Fortnite, only Thor and Captain America can use the Mjolnir pickaxe. That was until Chapter 5 Season 4, when players discovered they could suddenly equip it with Moon Knight skin too? Turns out it was supposed to be that way all along. Although Moon Knight isn't worthy to wield the hammer, it's made from Uru metal, an ore made from the first moon in existence. And since Moon Knight has the powers of Khonshu, the god of the moon, he has total control over it. You might be used to supply drops sinking, but when Remix released, Fortnite changed a small detail that made them way more realistic. Now, they float, and if they land in a river, sometimes they even follow the current downstream. When Remix released, players wondered if Meowtis would have the golden touch just like Midas, and it turns out, sort of. With Midas, the effect was instant, but with Meowtis, the weapons get more and more gold with each elimination. It's a cool effect, and some may think it's because he's only half Midas. Speaking of Meowtis, did you know he actually has paw prints on the sole of his shoes? You gotta love the little details like that. In May 2019, Fortnite released Season 9, and in the Battle Pass, there was a skin that looked awfully familiar. A lot of people were speculating the skin was Loser Fruit, and it made sense.
What the fruit? What?
That's gotta be for you.
It even had a strawberry on the shirt. Fortnite never confirmed or denied the community's suspicions, but on June 22nd, 2020, Loser Fruit got her official icon skin. So I guess you could say now she has 2 skins in the game. And not many people know this, but her official backbling actually has 3 Fortnite skins that represent her friendly stream snipers.
Wouldn't have success without these stream snipers here.
During Fortnite Remix, if you try to get the mythic RG minigun, you might have noticed Mom's Spaghetti, Eminem's restaurant in the Grotto Cave. But what a lot of people didn't realize is Eminem actually opened a Mom's Spaghetti restaurant in real life too. Fortnite bots can have all kinds of names, but one in particular stands out, Athena or Apollo. Athena and Apollo are actually the names of the first 2 Fortnite islands. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this one too. It's a banger. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a video again. Thank you.